So I would buy.
Sold to more than one company.
Oh yeah.
The leads being, yeah, so that a lot of
Absolutely.
the same lead.
Now there was some cases with leads. Now the $150 leads are not. Those are like
yeah, so it doesn't
golden,
take
right?
off. People are getting
But the
called.
freebie leads, yes. And there were some cases that we wouldn't. We would, if somebody wanted to get an exclusive lead, we would generate them an exclusive lead, and they would pay the price. And we would typically put like, you know, a 15 to 25% markup on it. And that was, you know, legit lead. But the reality is, it wasn't any better. They didn't, because they were paying that much more, it didn't give them that much more of a response, you know. So I got off track. What was I saying? Dial more. Okay, so this application, we built it because they weren't getting people on the phone, and everybody I talked to in the lead business had the same problem. And I don't care if you're in the insurance industry or mortgage industry, the only people that want to talk to you or are going to talk to you are people that bought from you or that paid from you. And they're going to expect to get on the phone with you. Those people get on the phone with you. Free looky-loo leads, you're chasing them. If you have 100 leads, you remember, you know, it wasn't too many years ago when the old stockbroker adage was, got to make 250 dials a day, right? 250 dials a day, boiler room, right? I mean, you know how long it takes to make 250 dials in a day? All day, right? So hand dialing a phone, leaving a message, hand dialing a phone, bad number, it's all waste of time. You ever see that Will Smith movie? When he was a stockbroker, he figured out if he had to like not hang up the phone, he could like shave time off. It's exactly why we built this, because what we found was 2/3 of the leads were going to waste. You're not actually even having a chance to convert them. So we built this, and there's inside sales, Five9, lots of companies that have dialing applications and CRM applications. They don't do what this does, not even close. This is head and shoulders above any of the systems out there, and I will give anybody here a free account to try this out. If you know somebody or if you want to use it, there's a big need for this product in the distributed Salesforce area, and that includes agents, work from home people that are setting appointments. We've got about 5,000 people using this now, and I'm doing a deal with a company I can't mention, but they got literally 150,000 MLM distributors that pay them $20 a month.
Is it QuickBooks?
It is QuickBooks.
Oh, okay. We're going to ask you for private too.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
That's
We
great.
promote it in our first issue of the Inner Circle newsletter. We're actually members.
What was that? We can't hear back here.
Quick Blaze? That's what it
Blaze.
is.
So
what he's talking about. Quick Blaze.
this,
How do you spell
It's
it?
What is
freaking
Quick
amazing.
Blaze?
it's right here.
Yeah, right there.
I was just going to show it. It's QuickBlaze. So the same way that I built lead stores is the same way that we're building this dialing application is where we find an affinity group. You know, I'm not a sales guy. I'm better at marketing. So I identify a top person in network marketing that's got influence, and we make it so that it's advantageous for them to recommend this. In other words, they make a lot of money. An example would be about 5,000 users, it's $1 million in revenue a year. And our stick rate's about high 70s to low 80s ever since. So since we've launched this, the people that are on it stick in the 80 percentile range.
From
Which
80% from month to month?
Yeah. So it blows me away because most, like for leads, it's about one time. They'll buy once. And we took it to about 50-50 at best with our lead orders. So there's like this massive turnover. We have like tens, probably like 60, 70,000 customers, or probably more now, but that have bought, leads. And then the reality is, they're only going to buy like 1 or 2 times leads, and they're going to go buy from somebody else. So what we did, we never strong-arm people into buying leads from us. When we would have a system, like any system, we would have multiple lead choices, right? It's the best way, because if you have a system, a marketing system, autoresponder system, or if it's realtors, it's you have a system that has CRM, follow-up, calling, and you provide a lead source, and it's the only lead source, and they get pissed at the lead source, they want to bail off the system. So we wouldn't strong arm them. Even though it was our customer, I'd invite other lead companies and I'd say, hey, come on, you guys, take part of the blame with me, you know? Take the load off me. It's like, I don't, go ahead.
I just want to ask a question. It may seem stupid, but is this where you, when you call somebody, you get that pause before you answer the phone?
No, that's
Okay.
that's an actually predictive dialer through a call center.
All right, how does this work?
There's no pauses.
No pauses.
No pauses.
What happens
It's instant like
So
that.
basically, if you load in your leads, or whatever, you load them in, and basically every time you pick up the phone, you have a live lead. I mean, there's no pause. You don't. It sorts through all the bad numbers, all the BS.
Yeah, it gives you
Basically,
a report.
You go through all the good leads right away.
So does it, so like let's say one day, you know, it goes through 100 leads. Does it kick out the ones that have answered the phone and do the other ones the next
Yeah.
day or the next time?
It's your follow-up list.
Okay.
Yeah. So your call reports, it will be, it shows you how many dials, how many messages. So you can make it multitask for you. Instead of just dialing, when you're talking to somebody, you're actually on the phone talking to a prospect. In the background, if you left you could have as many lists as you want and as many voicemails. So if you selected a voicemail and then you're on the phone with somebody, it'll, in the background, leave voicemails for you. If you didn't select the voicemail, it won't leave voicemails for you.
Okay.
But in addition to that, some call center features, which are, and this is like $11.50 an hour to $13 per hour. That's how you buy it. It's on the usage basis. And so somebody can buy 5 hours for $67.50 and start calling.
Unlimited calls that you pay by the hour?
By the hour. So when you're calling, it's just, you know.
Doesn't matter what the number is you're calling. It's
the system and all of our bandwidth is doing the calling for you.
how many calls is all internet
They can
based?
do about 200, 300 calls an hour. You'll talk to, I mean, sometimes you wait 20 seconds for somebody to get on the line, but sometimes it's like, boom, right there, most of the time. 5, 10 seconds.
For a customer to get on.
For a person,
So,
yeah.
A call, somebody in the call center will be waiting, and then they're notified on the screen that there's a.
Pops up when you actually hear them say hello and you see the information.
It's like you just dialed. Hello,
Right.
hi, how are you?
Yeah.
Right, except you're not hand dialing the phone. So what this does, we've actually seen the contact ratio with people's lists, whether it be customers or leads. I mean, you have 100 people. You need to, where do you start calling that 100 people? Pick a spot, right? It's like, so this system will just put you on the phone with people, and it'll take your contact ratio between, 70 to 80%.
How much is it
that,
an hour, is it?
$11.50 to $13.50, and if you want rollover, so if somebody is buying like 40 hours, they're paying $11.50 and an extra $1 if you want rollover. Rollover is like Singular used to do. You don't use all your hours; they just carry over.
Can you segment certain numbers to be called during certain hours?
You can do by state. You can do by zip.
Australia.
It'll give you how many voicemails are left, how many calls were made, the duration of each call. The reporting is really deep. And the CRM capabilities is not too extensive. You can send an email, one-off emails right now, but we're building out a very extensive email marketing system, very similar to what I used to sell for $19 a month, $50 a month, with all the bells and whistles. The exception is we're going to give the CRM away for free, entirely for free, and with all the functionality and the whitelisting and bonding for sending emails. Not the entire functionality of AWeber, but pretty darn close to it.
Well, it's just to get people to call you back. That's all.
Right.
What's the difference between dial more and quick ways?
It's the same thing. So the way that we build our system and the company is by branding affinity sites for groups. And this is for a leader that is basically out there promoting it. He has several hundred people that he has brought onto the system.
Is it only for MLM, or can you do it across, like, can
No.
you do it in the real estate industry?
Yeah, let's see, this one's for Wachovia.
Like investor lead, not so much, I'm a licensed realtor.